Hey everybody, it's Modern World Emporium and we're back today with another episode. For today's episode, we are going to be covering something very, very special. We are going to be covering many people online that have either lost their jobs or about to lose their jobs due to some very interesting opinions they hold on the Trump assassination attempt. So let's get right into some of this tomfoolery and see what we can uncover.
It is not a fun week for those of us in HR. As you can see, people are getting fired left and right for things that they posted on social media.
I'd like to set the record straight right away. We are not making fun of this woman or saying anything ill of this woman today. She is simply here to explain to a lot of these people what is going to happen because of their awful opinions that they are willingly spreading online. And she's really just going to explain a little bit of like what it's like to work in the HR department and what happens when you see these awful takes online and get reported.
You guys, in my HR career, I've probably let go of 8 or 9 people just for something that they posted on social media. So you have to be really careful because your digital footprint will follow you. And this is one of the reasons why you should never put a lot of personal information out there. Like if your full name is in the comments, I actually even posted about this last week. Do not get canceled.
Do not get canceled, she says. That is absolutely crazy. We're about to see a lot of modern women with their awful opinions getting canceled. I think I'm actually going to cut out of this particular video right here and move straight on to the hilarity. Starting off right away, we are going in with a banger right in front in first place. We have got a teacher that was removed from their job due to posting this absolutely amazing post on, I believe it's Facebook. Ooh, very interesting. Hilariously enough, this individual was fired from their job. It is really crazy. I can't imagine why posting something like this publicly would land you on the unemployment line. And as you can see here, here's a fantastic representation of what's happening to these woke modern women. They are getting booted out of these companies at lightning speed. And I'm actually very glad to see something like this happening because we all know that if this was reversed, and let's say that it was Biden up on that stage and somebody took a few pot shots at Biden, anyone and everyone that made any type of negative opinion about it would lose their job in a heartbeat. It would be a no contest thing. There would be no questions asked. They see a post that you said that, and you're gone. And honestly, I feel like that's how it should be. We shouldn't be promoting any type of political violence in this country. But for some reason, when it comes to Donald Trump, people seem to think that it's A-okay. And I will just never understand that. Speaking of Donald Trump, here's one of the best ads for Trump 2024 that I have ever seen.
Here are the first 15 promises he has made if he is reelected. First, he promises that he will carry out the largest domestic deportation operation in history. He will
Not even 10 seconds into the ad, and you have sold me on this man's presidency. The people coming over from these other countries are not their best. These are some of the worst of the worst. They are people being sent over from their prisons. It is all men, notice as well. All men, very few women and children. And it's very interesting how the violence in major cities like San Francisco and New York that all these people are pouring into has increased exponentially ever since they've begun being brought in. So I don't really see a big issue with this. Let's continue.
Close the Department of Education and return all education standards to the states to decide. And he will criminalize any race-based advantage programs. He will propose a constitutional amendment that gives a term limit to Congress.
And why exactly should we be upset about any of these things? The state education standards should be set by the state. Any type of advantage-based programming should be abolished. It should be purely based off of your own skills and smarts. And, I don't really see any negatives here. This individual, I know this is Under the Desk News, a big TikToker that's a far leftist that constantly reports misinformation. But I have not seen anything that has made me really not want to vote for this guy yet. So let's continue.
He will deploy the Department of Justice to investigate the Biden crime family. He will immediately pardon all of the January 6thers, and he will create a task force to investigate anyone who arrested, charged, or imprisoned a January 6er. On day one, he will reassess our participation in NATO and says that every European country needs to pay the United States for protection. He will remove all of the limits on American natural gas exports and drill baby drill for oil domestically.
And drill, baby, drill, we will. This all sounds pretty good to me. I'm a little neutral on the January 6th stuff. It's really not my forte. But everything else that this individual has said so far has rung true. These are all things that should be done, and Biden just does not have the balls to do it. And we need a guy like Trump in office in order to execute all these plans. All in all, I am still not sold on why this guy is so bad and why he shouldn't be elected. Let's continue.
He will push Congress to pass legislation that would give every American the right to concealed carry. He will demand that Europe pay back all the money we gave Ukraine. So that's Agenda 47.
Interestingly enough, all I got out of that was yap, yap, yap. The people that I want to import over here to vote for my candidate won't get free money anymore. And you know something? That sounds fantastic to me because I am utterly sick of everything in my life going up in price while these people are given $10,000 prepaid debit cards on a monthly basis to spend on whatever they so please. Absolutely disgusting. And it needs to be put to a stop. So I'm going to be very real here. If I didn't know any better, I would think that this was a pro-Trump 2024 ad in disguise. But unfortunately, it's just a leftist that is so dumb, they have no idea that they're making this guy look so good. And on that note, we're going to end today's episode here. I hope you enjoyed. Please like and subscribe if you haven't already. And I'll catch you guys in the next one. Hopefully we'll have a little bit more lighthearted stuff to talk about. Maybe some more funny ones. But overall, I felt like this really needed to be talked about. And hey, if you're willing to post this stuff online, be willing to lose everything. I'll see ya.